All right, well, good morning. Looks like we have two of you here. And so for today's advisory, you can see on the agenda here, is that still they are looking for senior yearbook pictures. And so if you haven't submitted, you got till the end of this month, January 31st. And Ms. Diamond is still looking for information related to cap and gown. So if you don't have that in, be sure you get that stuff in as well. And of course, digital citizenship is still there. And you want to, if you haven't completed, make sure that you do complete those digital citizenships, okay? And we are near the end of trimester 2.1, and so you want to make sure that you finish strong. And so if you're missing anything, make sure you get those in to those particular classes. You know, end on a good note here for 2.1, so you can set yourself up for 2.2 and the rest of the way on a good note, okay? So feel free in the chat to put any of your questions or concerns with that as well. And I think one thing that I am interested in, and I know there's only two of you here, is what do we need to do to make sure that your end of your senior year is a positive one. So if you can think of something, feel free to put it into the chat or send it to me in an email or a Schoology message. All right. I do have a little video, and I'll show you it. It is, again, part of a video that counselors have put together directed at you, the seniors. Okay, so let's just go ahead and watch this little video.
Welcome class of 2021. Today is the second part of your senior meeting, and let's get started. Today we're going to show you again how to connect with your counselor. It's very important that you reach out with any questions about life after Park or how to finish up strong your senior year. A little bit more information about the winter timeline, financial aid overview, and some more specific information on some scholarships. As you know, you have a counselor based on your alpha. Here are your 6 counselors. To reach us, you will find on your iPad or through your Schoology. On your iPad, there's a Howling Wolf icon. You can click on that. You can always email us, set up a virtual appointment, or send us a Schoology message with any questions that you have. Another great resource that is underutilized right now is Ms. Schrenkler and Ms. Roskowinski. They handle a lot of transcript questions, 916 questions, scholarships, PSEO, and all the different types of forms that are out there. But as seniors, you're really going to be focusing on the scholarships and transcripts. Great resource, and you can email both of them with any questions that you have. Senior checklist for the winter. Like we said earlier, please connect with your high school counselor about your plans after Park. If you have any questions about that process, if you're looking to see what colleges are attending virtual visits through Park, you can register through Naviance. Apply for scholarships, apply for scholarships, apply for scholarships. As you'll find out later, it is scholarship season. If you haven't done so, please make sure you start the FAFSA process and finish that in a timely fashion. The FAFSA, we'll get into more detail later as well. If you have questions about your certain colleges, this is a good time to contact the admissions offices with any questions you have about them. Actually apply for admission, apply for college. Be aware of all the deadlines because they come up pretty quick. And then also take virtual visits. Many campuses are still shut, but you can check online to see if they're having virtual visits. And last but not least, once you apply for college, you need to make sure that you pay and send your transcripts so they have the full complete package about your application to see if you're a great candidate for their campus. So again, make sure you pay and send your transcripts. More information can be found on our Park website about that process.
So you might be wondering how to finance your post-secondary education. So the federal student aid is money from the federal government that helps students pay for college or career school. And there's different types of financial aid. So grants, which is money that doesn't have to be repaid. So it's free money typically awarded based on demonstrated financial need. There's also scholarships, grants, again, free money awarded based on merit, academic, or other things. There's also work study, money that's earned while you're attending school, and that doesn't have to be repaid. So money that's where you're working on your college campus. And then also student loans, money that's borrowed from college and that must be repaid with interest. And so if you're wondering how to access that, you can go to this website. Students, you'll be able to file the FAFSA for the school year beginning, and it already opened Thursday, October 1st.
So regarding the financial aid, we do have a couple things that are listed out there on this site, as well as you'll see in Schoology and on the counseling webpage. This is a great overview that someone from Inver Hills had given a couple years ago, and then we have an updated one that focuses more just on the FAFSA. There is a lot to learn. You might want to be sharing these things with your parents. The other thing that I want you to know is on most of the college websites, when you go into their costs or finances, there will be a very, very brief screener that will, in a handful of questions, be able to give you a ballpark on what it may cost to attend. Remember, when you complete the FAFSA, that will go to that financial aid officer at that given school that you identify, and then you'll get an official student aid report, or SAR, coming back to you within, I don't know, about 10 days usually. Maybe it's sooner even. And it's going to spell out exactly what resources would be from the federal government or from that school, but it certainly links into the costs of that school and what your resources are at your family. And remember, everyone is an individual. But it's so important for you to know that to access scholarships as well as financial aid resources at a given school, you must complete the FAFSA. And there is help out there. And I'm going to say Mr. Mike Kreider over at Inver Hills offered support. Even if you have no intention of going to Inver Hills, he is definitely willing to field questions, and there are other resources as well.
Scholarships. This is a big one. We have national scholarships, as you can tell, is a big net across the nation, which is our FastWeb or our financial FinAid websites, where you're going to get a lot of applicants and a lot of options. Then we shrink it down a little bit. We have state scholarships, which just kind of open up to our local community members or family members. You can speak with the people, employers that you're working with if they have any scholarships, and you can find more state scholarships on MCIS. And last but not least, there's local ones. And Ms. Schrankler, our scholarship guru who works in our counseling office, knows about every single one of them and knows if you are a good candidate. Please reach out to her, and she even said she'll tell you what the top 5 ones are for you specifically. You can find these in your Naviance page, and I'll show you how to do that. And these are all provided typically and are given to our community members in local 833, so Eastridge, Park, and Woodbury. Some of those local scholarships coming up are listed here. And so if you're planning on a career in STEM, those are 2 good opportunities. Or if planning on attending a 2-year school, or law enforcement, or high school athlete, these again are all scholarships only for our 833 students. So it's a very small pool of students, so you have a much higher percentage rate of earning these. So these are great ones to be looking out for. A few more, if you attended Newport Elementary, that's a very specific one. That'd be a great opportunity for you. If you're part of the EL program, the Matt Neely one is an excellent fit. And then there's also 4 other general scholarships that you could take a look at. More information on these scholarships, including due dates, which are coming up here in January, February, March, April, can be found on Naviance. So once you log in to Naviance, you will click on Colleges, Scholarships and Money. Click Scholarship List, and then make sure that you move over and click on Local and Regional Scholarships. And there it's going to give you a list. Right now it's at 35 of our local scholarships. And that's where you're going to find all that information on deadlines, qualifications, and how to submit your application. One of the biggest ones that is not just for South Wash, but it is for Washington County and a few counties around us, but it's a very small pool, and it's up to $11,000, is our Tozier Scholarship. It's a renewable scholarship for a student for 4 years as long as you maintain a 3-point GPA in college. And last year we had 13 students. The year before we had 18 students win this awesome $11,000 scholarship, and you could be the next person. The deadline is February 12th. Can I qualify? How do I qualify, you ask? Well, you're a well-rounded student. What that means is that you're not just in the books. You volunteer, you have a job, you're a student athlete, you're highly involved in a club or activity. You're doing well academically. Typically, they're looking at students who are 3.0 and higher. Again, going into the well-rounded students is you're involved in school and community activities. And then also a big one is that you have financial need to pay for college. And how they look at this is they look at the expected family contribution, like we talked about earlier in the FAFSA, to see if you have met their qualifications, and that is on their website. This and more information can be found on Parks website, which is under College and Career Resource Center, Students and Scholarships. So I encourage you to check that out, and you will see a lot more information about the Tozier. Again, that's due February 12th. Talk to your counselors if you have more information or want more information. So again, financial aid, scholarships, Life After Park, Life at Park right now. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We are here. Virtual appointments, Schoology message, emails. We'd love to help you finish this year strong. So class of 2021, I hope you have a great day, and we look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care.
Okay, so if I can echo again what he said, let's finish strong here, and that's what we want to do here. First, we want to finish strong with 2.1 and then just finish strong in general. And I know this is probably not how we anticipated our senior year was going to start and play out, but we'll see in the next couple months if we continue in this distant learn mode or if we actually come back here. So I think, again, a big takeaway from that video is that you do have a lot of options. So if you are considering going to a 2-year or 4-year college, you do have a lot of options on where you can attend, but then also how to pay for it as well. You don't necessarily always have to pay for it straight up in loans, and there are scholarships and grants available for you. And so it's just a matter of you just taking some time, rolling up those sleeves and digging in and finding it. And so I think Mr. Bedurtha had brought up a good point, Naviance. I know sometimes it's cumbersome and we may not like it, but Naviance will have just a laundry list of scholarships that are available. And there are a lot more than that is listed on Naviance, but again, it's a good start to look at it. And if loans is going to be part of it, understand that both the federal and state level of governments also have very low interest student loans as well. And so if you have to go that route, you probably want to go the route of getting a government student loan versus a private bank student loan, just simply because of interest rates going to be a lot less, and there's going to be options about how to repay it once you do graduate from college. So, but a lot of that has to be determined too by filling out the FAFSA. And so if you haven't done that, you want to make sure you do that. Even if you are going to go to a 2-year college, you want to be sure that you do that as well. Okay, so that is our advisory for today. And again, if you have any questions or concerns about this, or if you can just send me a little note or message on what we can do to make your senior year better, that would be fantastic. All right, with that, I hope you have a great day, and you are free to exit. Okay.